You've heard of Zeus, Athena, and Hades, but what if I told you the true rulers of time, peace, and justice were three silent goddesses you've never heard of, and they're still shaping your life today? Hey everyone, and welcome back to Myth or Real, the channel where legends come to life, and the ancient past whispers secrets into the present. I'm your host, and today, we're stepping into the eternal rhythm of time and nature, into a story wrapped not in war or thunder, but in harmony, balance, and divine law. Today, we unravel the mysterious and often overlooked tale of the Horae, the goddesses of the natural order in Greek mythology. But before we step through that celestial doorway, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It costs you nothing but helps me immensely. And I'd love to hear from you. Who's your favorite mythological character? Drop a comment below, whether it's a mighty king, a fierce warrior, a cunning demon, or a celestial angel. Now, close your eyes for a moment. Picture the golden skies of Mount Olympus. Not the chaos of battle, not the roar of gods, but the quiet shift between seasons, the blooming of spring, the harvest of autumn. The gentle, divine order behind it all. That is where the Horae reign. The Horae, or Horae in ancient Greek, were goddesses of the seasons, the natural order, and eventually of law and justice. Daughters of Zeus, the king of gods, and Themis, the Titaness of divine law, the Horae were not just nature's timekeepers. They were its soul. But here's the twist. The Horae weren't always what you think. In the earliest myths, the Horae were three: Thallo, Oxo, and Carpo, representing the seasons of spring, growth, and harvest. These goddesses were inseparable from the agricultural cycles that governed mortal life. Thallo, the goddess of blooming, spring, and new life. Oxo, the goddess of growth and summer, nurturing all that begins. Carpo, the goddess of fruit and harvest, the keeper of bounty and reward. They lived not just in myth, but in the rhythm of the earth. Their dance guided the life of crops, the change of weather, and even the moods of humankind. In ancient Athens, they were worshipped as the silent custodians of nature's flow. This early triad was joyful, light, and ever-returning, a cycle of birth, growth, and reward. But as Greek society evolved, so did the Horae. Time passed, and so did understanding. As civilization grew, so did complexity. The Greeks began to see beyond the physical seasons, into the realm of moral and social order. A new vision of the Horae was born, one far more regal and far more powerful. This second triad included eunomia, good order; Dike, justice; and Irene, peace. Eunomia brought lawful order, structure, and civilized rule. Dike judged human actions, walking among mortals and reporting injustice to Zeus. Irene stood for peace, prosperity, and the stillness after chaos. These weren't just personifications, they were the pillars upon which society stood. The Horae didn't rule through power, but through presence. Where they walked, cities flourished. Where they were absent, disorder grew. In fact, in many ancient artworks, they are depicted side by side with Dike holding scales, Eunomia holding a staff of law, and Irene cradling the horn of plenty. Now, here's a little-known fact. The Horae were considered gatekeepers of Olympus. Yes, they guarded the gates to the realm of the gods. Only when they allowed it could gods or mortals pass through. Even Hera, queen of the gods, had to wait for the Horae to open the gates in Homer's Iliad. That's power, quiet, unyielding, divine authority. Another secret? In some regional myths, more Horae existed, as many as 10 or 12, each representing different hours of the day or months of the year. Think of them as the original calendar gods, each keeping time not by numbers, but by the shifting breath of the world. And it didn't end there. The Horae were connected to the Moirai, the fates, sometimes even mistaken for them. While the Moirai wove destiny, the Horae kept the rhythm that made destiny possible. But how does the story of the Horae end? That's the thing, it doesn't. In Greek mythology, few figures escape either tragedy or war. But the Horae? They simply endure. Like time, like law, like the seasons. As the Greek gods faded into the mists of forgotten faiths, the Horae slipped into myth quietly. They weren't slain by heroes. They weren't overthrown. Instead, They were absorbed into Roman religion, into the concept of the hours, into art, philosophy, and even modern legal symbolism. Think about it. Every time you see Lady Justice with her blindfold and scales, you're seeing a glimpse of Dyke. Every time a judge brings peace to a courtroom, Irene smiles. Every time structure beats chaos, eunomia is present. The Horae never needed fanfare. They were never loud, but their influence? Eternal. So, if you enjoyed this dive into a more subtle, but incredibly powerful part of Greek mythology, give this video a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves stories as much as you do. It helps the channel tremendously, and honestly, it costs you nothing. And now I want to hear from you. Who's your favorite character in mythology? Doesn't have to be from today's episode. Could be a demon, a dragon, an archangel, or a mortal hero. Drop your pick in the comments. I love reading your thoughts, and who knows, your favorite might show up in the next video. This has been Myth or Real, where stories breathe again. Until next time, keep wondering, keep questioning, and remember, even time itself was once a goddess. Fade to black.